This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2001 Ford F350 crew cab, dual rear wheel, Lariat. It has a 7.3 liter turbo diesel and it's four-wheel drive. And the knife fight for this truck begins now. It has 41,000 actual miles. Now, we had to paint the hood and we had to paint the roof. Arizona's brutal on black paint, and the hood and the roof looked like hell. Really bad lacquer checking. The rest of the truck wasn't so great either. I'm going to walk you around it. To me, it's fine. But if you're looking for a show truck, this thing is not it. There's no body damage of any significance. This thing sat in a elderly guy's driveway with a lot of kids, car door dinging it, and whatever happening. It very rarely moved. There was like cobwebs underneath it. This thing sat forever. And then they traded it in. It was a Jim, I think it was a Jim Click Ford trade-in. And because it's over 10 years old, they can't get financing for their customers, so they sold it, which is just bizarre. Anyway, beautiful running truck. Not a bad looking truck. I just, it's my job to be brutally honest with people and tell them exactly what they're buying. It runs like it's got 10 miles on it. It's unbelievable. All I'm going to show you on the negative are the dings and whatever. Tires are in fairly good shape. Actually, these front tires still have the nipples on them. So, at some point, we didn't put these on. So I would say that they were probably, they're probably 80% tread. We had the hood painted and the roof painted. We paid $500 to do that. But, $500, you could still see a little bit of it in the paint. It's not like factory paint by any means, but it's a lot better than Mako. It's somewhere in the middle. But that hood was just like white. It was so sun-baked. And the roof was also. So that's what we did. With the HD camera, you'll be able to see the imperfections pretty well. So hopefully I can represent this thing properly. What you can't take away are the miles. See the lacquer checking? This is an Arizona thing. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to try to get a better angle. Like that. That's an Arizona thing. People in Arizona understand. There was a scratch here. It was touched up. This is probably the biggest ding on the vehicle right here. There was a big chunk of paint out. We painted it. I see some touch up here. Sticking back. See some stuff there. I mean, it's like I said. I mean, I'm trying to pick it apart. Probably being a little bit less than nice to my own vehicle. But that's kind of my job, to make sure that if you get it in Michigan or Washington State or Montana, that you're not trying to kill me when it doesn't live up to what I said it was. Get some shade in there so you can see that. Anyway, the rear tires look great too. I mean, they actually look a little better than the fronts. Probably 80% tread. You don't need tires for a while. Probably another 20,000 miles for tires. The tailgate that we had a bunch of dents in it. It looked terrible. So we just bought this louver tailgate. Obviously, he had a fifth wheel hitch. He took it out before he sold it. There's a light hitch there. Brand new spare right there. That's kind of nice. Here's a light kit here for the hitch tow package. He didn't beat up the rear bumper, which is kind of unusual. And the driver's side looks a lot better. Of course, it's always easier to drive a dually on the driver's side than the passenger side. It's always the one with the issues. There's the inside tire. There's the outside tire. You got a long ways before you need tires. I think I saw a ding somewhere. Where did I see that? Right there. Get the right angle. Yikes. right there. We put some sort of a chrome thing on the door handles. I think it looks terrible, but you know, obviously a little flat black paint. If you want to tape it off and spray it, it'll probably look brand new. Open the hood. All right, there's your Ford emblem on the passenger fender, so you know that that's original. There's your Ford emblem between my fingers on the core support. You can just tell by looking at this thing. I mean, that's detail won't make them that clean. Usually the heat will discolor all the parts of the top of the motor, and they're not because it hasn't been driven. This is crazy. I had to have this thing. I paid a fortune for it too, but I just wanted to see if there was the demand I thought it would be for it. I mean, this is definitely going to be the lowest mile one. It's not just a complete mess in the world. Let's look at the roof here. Yeah, it looks a lot better. I mean, the roof was just, it was almost like a gray color. It was so beat up from the sun. But, yeah, that's much, much better. Give you a view of the hood, too, from up here. There you go. All right, let's go here. Let's see. Seats look great. We had to stitch the front seats a little bit because it just sat in the sun and pulled apart. I mean, we got to keep these seats lotioned up. There's a little bit of wear right here. They just go bad. This thing just sat and sat and sat. Let's see. There's the carpet. Back. Power seat. Up. Let's go up. That goes up. Down. Let's go back here. That goes down. That goes up. Here's your seat. Right here along the whole stitch line, it just like expanded. So we had to restitch this on both sides. That's what happens when they sit in the sun forever. That was bizarre. I've never seen a vehicle like this, by the way. Just bizarre. Wait to start. Put the seatbelt on. In fact, that's funny. This thing is unbelievable. Alright, let me see if the air works. Make sure it's blowing cold. It's sort of warm today. Probably going to get to 90 mid-October. Yeah. That would be cold air. It's weird. See this little bit of wear on the edge of this? And I noticed a little bit of it, like, just the sun, just the heat of the sun, just not keeping it inside at all. It does this, just dries it out. The overhead cluster, these things never freaking work. Someone's taken this down a million times, and that's why that screw's there to change this. You can buy these displays for like $29 on eBay. That's how common it is. There's so many guys making these things. Don't even bother, because that'll break. I don't know what that's all about, but that, I stopped dealing with that. It was just annoying. Never worked. Totally would spend my $29 on a trip to your local fast food joint. Alright, let's see. Center console. Usually these things pull off when on these older 10-year-old trucks. When these things aren't peeling off, that's a sign that they haven't been leaned on much. Let's see if the radio works. Oh yeah! There you go. That's my favorite song.
think we're watching it, so okay.
Yikes. Alright, so yes, the radio works. Sorry for deafening you. And it's a 6-disc changer, which in 01 was pretty rare. A trailer brake. We've got cruise control. You can see the steering wheel That's another sign of low miles. When you have a steering wheel that looks like that, that is just outstanding. Tilt wheel, that works. All right, there's your miles. 41,197. And let's see, let's put it into neutral. Put it in 4 low. There's 4 low. And we drive, and yes, we can pull the entire neighborhood behind us. Put it in reverse, and perfect. All right, put it into neutral. And 4 high. Now we're in 4 high. Put it in drive. And we can drive at speed, for sure. All right, put it in reverse. Bang. All right. Neutral. 2-wheel drive. Good to go. All right. Boy, this thing's cool. Oh, you know what? Let's check the overdrive button. There's overdrive off and on. Just want to make sure that that was working right. All right. Because this is on a clear title, there's no need to get it inspected. I don't want to crush the fence. My fence has already taken a beating this week. The FedEx guy decided to hit it today. Let's see. Anyway, we don't need an inspection, which is unusual. Most of our vehicles are theft recoveries. So, let me turn the air down. It might be a little loud. If you come to Tucson to drive it home, all you're going to pay is tax and a dock fee. The dock fee is $250. The tax is 2% city tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. In Arizona, it's 7.1. So you're going to pay 7.1 plus 2% for a total of 9.1 here if you're an Arizona resident. If you're from Oregon or Alaska or a couple other states that have 0%, all you're going to pay is 2% tax and a $250 dock fee and go home. You'll have a 90-day non-resident plate, paper plate. We'll put it on, and that's what you'll go home with. If your tax rate is 4%, you're going to pay 6% total tax plus $250 dock fee. I'm going to turn this thing around. Give it a 0 to whatever, but I love this truck. This would be, too bad it's the end of the summer. This would have been a great one to pull the boat with, or boats, or whatever, or carnival rides, or whatever. This thing's a beast, and honestly, I threw it the looks under the bus, but it's actually a pretty good looking truck. But anyway, let's turn the air down a little bit more. Do 0. See how long it takes to get 10,000 pounds rolling. There's the turboing. Beautiful shift. Wow. Just a nice rig. No vibrations, no rattles, nothing. This one is going to make you very, very happy. And if you wanted to spend a couple $1,000s and paint the thing, it would be perfect. I wouldn't do that because black is annoying. Once you paint it, someone will scratch it, and then you'll be back to the paint shop. If it was white, maybe, but black, that wouldn't bother. Anyhow, please check it out. Please make sure you get a deposit in. No deposit equals no deal. We had a guy in a Tundra. He bid $21,000 on eBay. We accepted. He waited 7 hours to get his deposit in. In that 7 hours, someone showed up with $22,000 in cash. Guess who got the truck? Correct. The money is the king. So please make sure you get your deposit in so that you're not disappointed. I've even had people make plane reservations and everything. And they're like, okay, I'm coming. I'm like, well, it's sold to somebody else. Oh, and then they get all bent. So let's not have that happen, please. All right? Anyway, have a great weekend, great week, whatever it is when you see this, and be safe. Thank you.